and gentlemen, Muzammil Hassan and I, Hamna Raza, will be your hosts for today. We appreciate you all for being here with us today on this Saturday morning.
I, on behalf of the team and management of the Social Media Summit, welcome you to Islamabad's first Social Media Summit as we bring together more than 250 social media activists from all over Pakistan. His Excellency the Deputy Chief Mission of People's Republic of China, Mr. Li Jianzhao, will grace the event as the chief guest in a while.
We all know that social media has rapidly gained popularity among the population of developing countries such as Pakistan and seems to be playing a huge role in its progression in all areas.
Yes, Hamna. And according to certain estimations, there are over 50 million internet users in the country. Out of these 15 million, most of them access social media using their mobile phones. This number is significant in a country with a total population of around 190 million.
Now, I don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's proceed with the rest of the event. For that, I'd like to invite our first speaker on stage, Professor Hafiz Aftab Ahmed from Islamic University, to talk about Paigam-e-Pakistan initiative, which is a social media campaign about Pakistan's message of peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is an auspicious occasion to talk about Paigam-e-Pakistan. Paigam-e-Pakistan is a very historic document in the history of Pakistan. And I can say with certainty that after the Constitution 1973, this is the first time that all people of all walks of life were gathered upon the message of Pakistan, which can be called the message for peace, not only for Pakistan, but for the whole world. I would like to give you a brief introduction about that, as we are aware of this fact that Pakistani society is facing many problems and many challenges are before us. For example, there are people who are involved in war against the Islamic State. There are some people who are involved in terrorism against state institutions and general public. Sectarianism and trends of declaring infidels is also found in Pakistan in different people, misinterpretation of jihad and many other things. These were the issues which were in the mind of the researchers of Islamic Research Institute and International Islamic University. Islamic University took the initiative and gathered people, especially ulama, from all walks of life, from all wafaqs of madaris and different schools of thought. They sat together and they pondered over all these issues as I raised here. And they declared a declaration, a joint declaration by them. I would like to talk about that, the main message on which they all gathered upon. They said that 1973 Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan is based upon Islamic injunctions and democratic values and a social contract between all units of Pakistan that has unanimously endorsed by the religious scholars of all schools of thought. Therefore, in accordance with the requirement of the Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, no law which is against the dictates of the Holy Quran and Sunnah shall exist in Pakistan. Furthermore, in the presence of this Constitution, no individual or group has the authority to instigate any armed activity against the state of Pakistan and its institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, use of force in the garb of implementation of Sharia, armed struggle against the state, or use of violence and terrorism to settle ethnic, geographical, religious, and sectarian disagreements are contrary to the injunctions of Sharia. Defiance against the Constitution of Pakistan and imposition of one's ideology on others by force are also against the teachings of Sharia and tantamount to creating disorder in the country and a national crime as per the law and the Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Everyone, very happy to be here and extremely extremely happy that the team here has put this summit together, because we definitely need things like these to happen more often. We need this dialogue to be able to see what social media is capable of, especially across different industries for different objectives.
Assalamu alaikum. और तीसरा कौन है? चलिए. It's a simple question from all of you. आपने वर्ड सुना है disruptive technologies? Anyone? No, really? चले. जिस सोशल मीडिया समिट में आज हम मौजूद हैं, this is one of the example of disruption. पुराने मीडियम्स को इसने चेंज कर दिया. जिस तरह ताजदार ने आपको बताया कि सोशल मीडिया को यूज करते हुए तीफा की हाइप क्रिएट की गई. नेक्स्ट करें प्लीज. ये कुछ अल्फाज लिखे हुए हैं. अ डिस्ट्रप्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी इज वन ऑफ दैट displays an established technology. जिस तरह आपका नॉर्मल मीडिया उसको रिप्लेस करता जा रहा है सोशल मीडिया, और फिर अपनी जगह भी बना ले. That is disruption.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good afternoon, good morning in fact to some foreign delegates. I'm really sorry. I will keep a mix of Urdu and English in this talk, so so that the wider audience can understand this. Before starting this formally, I would like to thank Adil for giving me the opportunity to speak at this platform, and congratulations AlphaPro for conducting this amazing event here. I don't remember कि मैंने social media summit इतने wider level के ऊपर और इतनी wider promotion के साथ आज से पहले कभी सुना हो. तो congratulations once again, job very well done. So starting formally with my introduction, my name is Sidra Jaleel and I'm currently working with Code for Pakistan as Director Operations. It's a non-profit promoting civic tech in Pakistan. Apart from this, I have been volunteering for a few other organizations for quite long, namely Open Islamabad, Tech Women Asia program, and Angel Hack as their local ambassador. So moving forward, I would like to take start my little take with a firm belief that sometimes it gets too difficult to define what is a strong woman or what is an independent woman. I believe a woman with a voice is a strong woman. अगर आपकी कोई opinion है और अगर आप उसके बारे में कुछ बोल सकती हैं, तो I believe you are a strong woman. You have already you are out of that bubble. अगर आपकी opinion है, आप उसके बारे में general audience के साथ बात कर रही हैं, तो you have that strength. You don't need anyone's stamp or proof के आपको कोई award या recognition की इसके लिए ज़रूरत नहीं है. Now talking about mediums, कि वो कौन से medium है जहाँ पर अपनी voice raise कर सकती हैं. I think पिछले last 10 years में जितनी tremendous growth हमने technology sector के अंदर देखी है, with the 3G 4G evolution, with the smartphone evolution, everybody is carrying a smartphone and raising their opinion. I believe it's tremendous. And उसका सबसे बड़ा जो advantage हुआ है, जो हमारा जो females हमेशा से underprivileged feel करती थी, उनको लगता था कि जी we do not have enough platforms and opportunities to share our opinions to speak about it. I think उसका सबसे बड़ा advantage female segment का हुआ है. I'm not a feminist. I'm not promoting any particular agenda here, but it's just that appreciation के we have got this platform to talk about it. Now it's on us कि हम उसको किस तरीके से positive vibes में, negative vibes में to raise an issue या उसको किस भी तरीके से उसको project करते हैं.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Samar Khan, a mountaineer, cyclist and an athlete, and I started my journey 4 years back from a very short, entertaining road tour. और उसके बाद से I realized how much I love sports and how I want to pursue my career in sports. Though it's a bit hard in Pakistan to make your career out of sports, except cricketers, because you don't get that much facilities. So एक struggling journey है. Then the role of social media in my journey is really important because I'm the person who is really not very social, not into social media कि मैं पूरे दिन online रहूँ and promote my things. And initially I thought that it's really time wasting activity, and I should focus on my physical activities more, on my achievements, on my goals more than spending the time on social media. But with my each and every achievement, I realized the importance of it. How when my very initial road trip was from cycling a trip from Islamabad to Pak-China border. वो तकरीबन 8 से 10 दिन का ट्रिप था और उसके करने के बाद व्हेन आई स्टार्ट ड्यूरिंग द एक्सपीडिशन थोड़ा थोड़ा करके मैं अपने स्टेज टू स्टेज अपडेट्स देती रही और जब मैं वापस आई तो पीपल केम टू रिसीव मी इन स्पोर्ट्स कम्प्लेक्स एंड दे न्यू कि आई एम कमिंग थ्रू सोशल मीडिया और इतना मैसिव रिस्पॉन्स, मैसिव रिस्पेक्ट, मैसिव अप्रिसिएशन मैंने रिसीव की.
Moving on, we're going to be going towards a panel discussion. It's moderated by Aisha and it's about social media and Pakistan and social media in the future.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. मेरा नाम मोहम्मद यूसुफ सईद है और मैं डिजिटल मार्केटिंग और सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग के अराउंड वर्किंग करता हूँ.
Assalamu alaikum ji, my name is Junaid Zia and I am the co-founder of InnoMedia. It's a digital marketing and analytics company. I'm also working as a senior consultant at this company and also I'm the vice president at Global Entrepreneurship Network.
My name is Salman Beg. I am the SEO guy. I've been running an SEO agency for like 8 years now. I'm also founder of an e-commerce store, Basford PK, where we export Peshawari chappal to the rest of the world. Yeah, so.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hiram Ahmed Khan and I am social media activist, mostly working for Kashmir cause, and I am representing Team Green here.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Aisha Fazla Rahman. I've been a school teacher for 10 years and maybe you'll see that in my talk a little more. I'm going to sound like I'm scolding a little. And for the last 10 years I've been working in the development sector in education, basically in curriculum and textbook reform and also in teacher training.
Hi everyone and a very good morning to you all. My name is Farhan Janjua and I am the digital editor at Daily Times. I basically work in digital news and digital journalism.
कंट्रोवर्शियल इशू के बारे में अगर बात करें तो मैं स्पेसिफिकली यहाँ पे जो बात करने लगी हूँ कश्मीर के हवाले से. ये कंट्रोवर्शियल इशू नहीं इसको कह सकते, लेकिन इसकी जो स्टार्ट हुआ था कश्मीर सोशल मीडिया पे, दैट वाज बैक इन 2012. टाइम्स मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे फर्स्ट आया था कि कश्मीर मूवमेंट जो है वो रीलिव कर रहा है ऑनलाइन. कश्मीर मूवमेंट को लोग भूल गए थे, कोई नहीं जानता था कश्मीर में क्या हो रहा है. 6 बजे वाले न्यूज़ बुलेटिन में पीटीवी में दिखाया जाता था कि कश्मीर पे इतना जुल्म हो रहा है, लेकिन उसके अलावा कश्मीर के बारे में कोई बात नहीं करता था. सोशल मीडिया आया, सोशल मीडिया ने इसको उठाया. आफ्टर 2012 जो सेकंड फेज जिधर से कश्मीर मूवमेंट को बूम मिला, दैट वाज बुरहान वानी फेज 2016. बुरहान वानी का डेथ उनकी जब डेथ हुई, उनकी शहादत हुई, उसके बाद से सोशल मीडिया पे कश्मीर के बारे में इतनी बात हुई कि इंटरनेशनल मीडिया बोलने पे मजबूर हो गया कि कश्मीर में क्या हो रहा है.
I see our panelists have very diverse skill set of digital media and my question is pretty much straightforward. Facebook ने recently जो अपने algorithm changes किए हैं, the organic reach has practically gone down below 1%. As experts in this field, what do you suggest from a small size entrepreneurial background or a person trying to get his word out? क्या कर सकता है वो अपने आप को maximize करने के लिए? Obviously, nobody has a lot of money to spend in that segment, but organically, what do you think we can do to maximize that?
Facebook in the business of generating revenue. वो कहता है ऑडियंस तो आप बनाओ, लेकिन उस तक पहुंचना है तो you need to spend money. हमारे यहाँ पे जितने भी एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं और हम सो कॉल्ड एंटरप्रेन्योर अपने आप को कहते हैं, वी आर अफ्रेड ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग. जब when we got the data, when we got the resources, when we know where the audience is sitting, why we stop spending the money? Always understand it is about the ROI, return on investment. The better you understand it or more effectively you are going to use it, that will be helpful. What you can do right now, Facebook is promoting groups and helping all those activities which are in the groups will come to your newsfeed more effectively. So instead of working on your Facebook fan pages, start working on creating groups, because it allows more and more activities on those groups, and that is why Facebook shows those feeds to your wall. So the current trend is working on your groups, creating Facebook groups and work will give content there instead of focusing on Facebook fan pages. Fan pages will remain as a part of a way to get the audience data and then advertise to that audience. You cannot get maximum out from those fan pages, which was in the past you can easily do it, right? So go for groups.
I will ask anyone who could answer it.
She talked about Kashmir. You know, we have seriously taken that up. Kashmir is a crucial issue for us, and using social media for that is a great thing. But then there are other things happening within our home country, like there's a movement going on for Fatah. You know, there are questions about that. Many people might not know about that sitting here. That there's a person who is, you know, who has started a long march for Fatah, you know, questions about that.
Manzoor Pashteen sir.
Manzoor Pashteen sir. And I don't know about him, I don't know, you know, much about that thing. But उस चीज़ को अगर बंदा कोई सोशल मीडिया पे प्रमोट कर रहा है या उस चीज़ के बारे में बात कर रहा है, I have seen people commenting over there. They are like bashing him, they are like saying he is anti-Pakistan or whatever. No, I'm not saying he is whatever he is. But क्या ये हम लोगों में प्रॉब्लम है कि एज अ नेशन वी आर नॉट यू नो सिंसियर विद दीज थिंग्स कि हम फ्रांस में कोई धमाका हो रहा है तो फ्रांस के लोग या पूरी दुनिया के लोग अपनी डीपी चेंज कर रहे हैं एंड समथिंग इज हैपनिंग इन पाकिस्तान नो वन नोज अबाउट दैट क्या ये हम में प्रॉब्लम है या इट्स द प्रॉब्लम विद द वर्ल्ड इट्स क्वेश्चन फॉर एवरीवन
We should support everyone's views, especially on social media. लेकिन अब ये है कि trolling happens, it happens everywhere across the world. It's not just a Pakistani issue. There are a lot of trolls on social media who troll, who hijack the conversation, and who turn it into attacks. Our job should be to navigate through the trolls and yet get our narrative through to the people. We shouldn't be afraid from speaking out. The example that you said, the Pashtun movement, उनके जो demands हैं उससे किसी को इख्तलाफ नहीं हो सकता कोई ऐसा, लेकिन as I understand there are some aspects that are being scrutinized, especially when Manzoor Pashteen Sahab said that he basically questioned the legitimacy of the Waziristan operation. One can disagree with that. One can say that the army led a very brave fight against the terrorists. And a counter narrative, we also have to be tolerable to another narrative which isn't really a popular narrative across the country. That does not mean that we attack our Pashtun brothers. We say they are, or especially the people who are leading this particular movement. We ought to listen to them. They are our brothers. They are part of this country. We have to accommodate them and we have to listen to them and we have to give space to them on social media as well. So all of you who are here, I would request you to before jumping the guns, if you hear something that you do not necessarily agree with, so please don't attack the person. Just try to have an open mind. Thank you.
Yes, Social Media Summit. I won't take more than 10 minutes. I'll try to hit the positive points in these 10 minutes, and here I'm going to put myself on the clock. सोशल मीडिया जितनी तेज़ी से फैला, जब मैं आया था एक खातून ने सवाल किया था कि सोशल मीडिया खाली फेसबुक नहीं है, उसमें ट्विटर भी है, उसमें लिंक्डइन भी है, उसमें पिंटरेस्ट भी है, so on so forth, all other social medias हैं. बट मैं एक बात ज़रूर बता दूँ, the reason why Facebook wins a race by a big margin is because Facebook has got more number of users than the number of cars on the road and planes in the sky. So therefore you just cannot ignore the importance of Facebook and Facebook for businesses. अगर सोशल मीडिया ना होता, ऑनेस्टली मैं अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा बता दूं, मुझे किसी ने 2-1 की नौकरी नहीं देनी थी. तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है कि सोशल मीडिया है. मैं तो अपनी टॉक्स में भी ये बात करता हूँ कि अल्लाह मार्क ज़करबर्ग को ज़िंदगी दे कि इसने इतना मुफ्त में अवेयरनेस का एक प्रोग्राम, अवेयरनेस रेज करने का एक प्लेटफॉर्म दे दिया हम सब लोगों को, जो अगर मार्केटिंग और एडवर्टाइजिंग करें, जो भी बिजनेसेस ओनर्स हैं उनको पता होगा कि जनाब कितना मुश्किल काम है कि कितना पैसा लगता है टू रेज द अवेयरनेस अबाउट योर ब्रांड. एंड हियर इज फेसबुक. आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट फेसबुक ओनली फॉर नाउ, where you can use the power of Facebook pages and you can promote your business to the masses without spending a single dime. Brief introduction about me. I'm a freelancer who has been freelancing in digital space for good on 13 years, and एक इंडियन पोर्टल है जिसका नाम है guru.com. ग़ालिबन आप लोगों ने नाम सुना होगा. और सैफ अली खान कह रहा था फैंटम मूवी में कि घुस के मारेंगे, तो here I am, I was the only Pakistani who occupied the Guru.com homepage testimonial space for good on 4 years, and this is something I'm proud of. ये एक ऐसी स्टोरी है जो मैं अपनी आने वाली नस्लों को बताऊंगा कि 4 साल मेरे अंदर तमाम दुनिया चेंज होती रही, but here was one Pakistani who prominently stayed at number 4, number 5, number 4, number 5 for good on 4 years. So that's some achievement. फिर जनाब सोशल मीडिया की वेव आई, I made a point to capitalize on that, और मैं सिर्फ पॉजिटिविटी की बात करूँगा, नेगेटिविटी वैसी इस मुल्क में बहुत ज़्यादा है, और इतनी नेगेटिविटी मेन स्ट्रीम से फैलती है, इतनी नेगेटिविटी अखबार से फैलती है, तो पॉजिटिविटी की बात करते हैं यहाँ पे। फेसबुक फॉर बिजनेस, फेसबुक फॉर हेल्पिंग पीपल आउट। पहले जनाब बिजनेसेस की बात करते हैं। मैं एक छोटा सा ब्लॉग चलाता हूँ और एक फेसबुक का पेज है जिसका नाम है बीइंग गुरु। चूँकि वो guru.com से मेरी स्टोरी रिलेट हो रही थी तो उसका नाम बीइंग गुरु रख दिया। एंड without spending a single dime in 1.5 years, we have 6 videos doing over 5 million outreach all throughout the world. So मैंने ना सिर्फ पाकिस्तान का जो ब्रांड इमेज है वो पाकिस्तानियों तक पहुंचाया बल्कि पूरी दुनिया में भी पहुंचाया, और ख़ास तौर पे अपने हमसाए मुल्क में, कि अगर आप यही समझते हैं कि हम वी आर ऑल अबाउट टेररिज्म, वी आर ऑल अबाउट नेगेटिविटी, हेयर इज़ द ट्रू पिक्चर ऑफ पाकिस्तान। ये सोशल मीडिया रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हम सब पे फॉल करती है कि आप पाकिस्तान का जो पॉजिटिव इमेज है, बाय यूजिंग द प्लेटफॉर्म यू यूज़ द मोस्ट, रेज द अवेयरनेस अबाउट योर कंट्री।
आई थिंक एसेंशियली जो एक सोशल मीडिया से सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज आ रहा है पाकिस्तान में, there are 3 phases to social media which we really need to conquer, and that is if you're a business, if you're a young person, if you're looking for jobs, if you're looking for opportunity, anything that you're looking for, there are 3 main avenues to that. The first one is the access. How many of you people in this room have Facebook accounts? Mostly everyone, like 99% of the room. And that's why you have managed to fix that part, which is the first part, which is about the access. The second part is about the affordability, right? आप में से कितने लोग हैं जिनके पास मोबाइल इंटरनेट है? Almost everyone. So we figured out the affordability part as well, right? The third and the hardest part in this journey of digital empowerment is around awareness. And that's the hardest nut to crack. And as we grow as a nation, we will figure out कि ये वाला part इसलिए सबसे ज़्यादा मुश्किल है क्योंकि जिस तरह एक पहले यहाँ पे पैनलिस्ट ने कहा कि when you have a knife, you can use it to stab someone or you can use it to cut fruit. And that's why we don't really know as a nation what to do with social media.
Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. I am the Deputy Chief of Mission of the Chinese Embassy here in Pakistan. On behalf of the Chinese Embassy, I would like to congratulate the Social Media Summit, and it is really an honor and a pleasure for me to attend this conference to learn from you. I'm just a new student of social media, and first of all, I think we have just heard the good news of the election of the second term of President Xi Jinping. So I think we should warmly congratulate him on this great election that is coming up. President Xi, I will start from President Xi, okay? Maybe I should also, just now I mentioned I'm a new student of social media. I will maybe say a few things about how I began to started to use the social media. So I begin by congratulating President Xi, because during his last 5 years, he has made a lot of achievements. First of all, in the last 5 years, China's GDP has increased from $8 trillion to about $12 trillion. And the per capita GDP is also increased from about 6,000 to almost 9,000 last year. And also, during this last 5 years, China has achieved a lot in poverty alleviation. For the last 40 years, 700 million people have been lifted out of poverty in China. And in the last 5 years, 68 million people has been lifted out of poverty. And this is the best results in the history of China. And also, President Xi has set up a goal to eliminate all the poverty in China by the year of 2020. It is not far. And according to our experts, so we have to lift one person out of poverty every 3 seconds. And that is 20 people every minute. I hope that you may use the social media as even a better platform to deliver a positive narrative about China, about Pakistan, about China-Pakistan friendship. May I wish the flower of China-Pakistan friendship become even more beautiful. Thank you. China-Pakistan, Tuesday, Zindabad.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Li Jianzhao, Mr. Abdul Samad from PTA, Mr. Adil Ayub from AlphaPro. Thank you to everyone for inviting us here and giving us a chance to tell you about our company and an opportunity to explain about a very important CPAC project, and the only CPAC project that is in Balochistan. So I would quickly take you through first an introduction of, what does our company do and what is it about briefly, and then I want to take you to the role of social media, digital media, and the importance, why we need it so much for reaching out to the people, to the public. There are many, many things that people don't know. And the reason those have not reached out to the people, to the masses, is because we have not till now gone public with information about our company. We've been still with the development phase, which recently completed, and mashallah, the project is making good progress and we are happy about that. So CPHGC, China Power Hub Generation, is a company which is a joint venture between Chinese state-owned company SPIC, which is one of the 4 electricity giants in China, and its subsidiary CPIH. And the other JV partner is HUBCO, which is again a well-known local Pakistani company. This joint venture between the Chinese state-owned company and the Pakistani company is an example of a successful partnership between a Chinese state-owned company and Pakistani company, of the friendship between Pakistan and China.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First, the organizers of this summit really needs to be congratulated. They have done a wonderful job. They have collected so many people from across the country, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, the Deputy Chinese Ambassador, Mr. Great friend of Pakistan, Mr. Li Jiao, and the topic is very vast that has been asked by the organizers to talk about, the use of terrorism, but I would try to be as brief as possible. I know it's boring. I know you have heard a lot of speakers, and you may not have enough, patience for me to put up with. Okay, I was in London, and I was very interested in the use of social media for communication, for mass communication. Since my background is I'm by training a journalist, PR guy, spin doctor, if you like. So we wanted to use social media for a mass communication campaign that was about to be launched for Afghanistan by the 10 Downing Street, the UK's Prime Minister House, and they engaged us as spin doctors from the BBC as to how we can use the social media. So there was about to be a military campaign against the Taliban government, and they also wanted to put a communication strategy. Now, my point is just to correlate, the main thesis of my analysis and what I'm about to talk about is how social media has a positive usage and how it is being used for hostile purposes, not only in terms of narrative, but also for actual act of terrorism and other hostile acts against national security of a host country, whether it's Pakistan, whether it's UK or China or whichever. This has huge potential to harm, to undercut, to manipulate people's mind in terms of narrative. This is why it's very important that we flag the misuse of mass media in this modern age. But it was mainly for Western audiences. So what we had a seminar, the women of Afghanistan was to be highlighted, their plight, their their exploitation by the Taliban government at that time. So we launched this campaign, and it was at the early stage of 2001, 2, where we had about to have this IT revolution and digitalization of the Western world first. We had this internet and then the what we call it now, the 3G and the 4G revolution. At that time, it was in a very embryonic stage, and we launched it. But later on, it became very sophisticated and developed.